What is up, everybody? Welcome to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, episode number 84 of the Game Noob. Let's level up, because it's fun. Well, we know where all these points are going. Pretty simply. Alright. Now, I need to look at some stuff here. I think dazzling display is what we need to do. Because then we can get to, what I was told, we get to like shatter defenses, and that helps us with AC. I'm gonna look up AC. That's fine. I'm pretty sure that's what I was recommended, was to snag dazzling display. So maybe we should do that. Yeah, maybe. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try it. Because then we want to pick up shatter defenses, I believe. Paladin level. Point blank shot still no, not gonna get that. Sorry. Shield. Tower shield proficiency, please. The reason we're doing that is because I finally can equip.
Thanks, but no.
Why not? Only be warded by evil aligned. Ugh, dang it. Oh well, should have read that a lot earlier. Next. Well, that's beautiful. Get those new bonuses up there. No, I don't really care about point blank shot. I mean, we already have, I think, what we want of that. I think brew potions. Maybe. No. So it does 2 more points of damage. I'm just reading, you know. Just reading. I mean, meta magics are really good, but I'm really dumb when it comes to using them. You make your spells deal. Yeah, you have to like... Yeah. I'm just gonna make her be able to brew potions. Okay, cool. Invisibility mass seems great, and so does Shadow Conjure. Yeah, it seems good. I like those. I'll take it. I like taking recommended paths. Alright, what do you want? Range. Huh. What if I get outflanked with him and a Rochelet? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Looking at the rest of these things here. We don't use unarmed strikes with him. critical things might not be bad for him because he attacks so much. You know, that might not be bad, yeah. Yeah, let's take the critical effects with him. Let's make him a crit kind of guy. Hello, my witchy. You have another one? Okay, there you go. Snapshot? No. Maybe. Greater spell penetration, though. I like it. Take it. Now, what do we want to give you here? Sure, confusion is nice. Break enchantment? Could be good. Cloud kill is, I mean, nice, but we just people to go into the melee, you know, so it's a little awkward. I like cloud kill, let's take it. No, not cure line wounds mass, I don't like that. Sure, we'll take Dispel Magic Greater with you. Could be useful. Aru, your turn! Espionage Expert. Oh, you get a lot of points. I like it. Hammer the Gap. Yeah, Hammer the Gap's fine. Favored terrain, Abyss. Alright, we have leveled up. Now, let's talk to Jerabeth. What's up? You discovered Jerabeth engrossed in a task. He's holding a locust between two delicate clawed fingers. One of the locusts that previously comprised Anther Vang. You watch as he slowly pushes a needle into its body. The demon observes the locust's convulsion with fascination. That'll require a lot of work to preserve this beauty. See, using another living being in one way or another is the highest form of compassion as possible for us demons. To coexist with each other, we like and to take pleasure in it is simply beyond our capabilities. Sorry, I'm cracking my neck. You did as you promised, Crusader, but you killed Marhavek for some reason. You do know that making deals with the demon is a losing game, right? Lucky for you, I enjoy playing mortals so much that it'll keep the acting fulfillment part of the bargain. Ask me a question, I will answer. Xanther said there was a place called Midnight Fane directly below Dresden. What do you know about it? Midnight Fane, of course, it was built in the bowels of the earth below Dresden, so deep underground that even the power of the mighty sword of valor cannot reach it. It is a chapel of 3 demon lords, Ascaria, Baphomet, and Nocticula. All of Worldwound is connected, fused with the abyss, but this place especially so. It contains a rift known as the Gates of Midnight. The chapel is protected against any invasion. All visitors from Midnight Islands go there. Monago and Darazan have built their nests there. I enjoy spending time there myself until it became too unruly. Promised to answer your question, and I did. Now the only thing between me and control of the Ivory Sanctum is you.
I will fight.
You rolled higher than me. You're lucky. You are lucky. Alright. You wanna go to bed? No? Are you invisible at the moment? Oh no, you took over.
Strike with all your might.
Took over Arushale. What?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Aru, be kind.
You won't survive me.
What is your AC? 40?
Ouch!
Yep. That sounded about right. Please tell me I saved after I... Please tell me I saved right before I talked to her. Did I? Yes. I think I did. I think I saved right after. Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
This is my path.
I will help where I can.
Don't mind me.
You are my favorite aid.
Just
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel
getting
better.
everybody
That makes
ready
sense, right?
here.
You
Pause.
require my unbiased opinion?
Let's see here.
Trust in yourself.
I stand ready.
Rely on
Cast
me.
bless.
I'm always open to ideas.
Cast
Always
haste.
be ready for
Cast
the
true
worst.
strike.
I'm prepared.
Cast hurricane
Yes.
bow. Cast this.
Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
Okay. Save
This
real
war
quick.
must end.
Heal on yourself, please. Now save real quick. Hello. Okay. Hi, Jerebeth.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, you took Avu over? That's just rude. Got her. Oh my god, sometimes, man, I love this game.
I will resist. Into the fray.
Sometimes I love this game.
Forwards!
Oh, hi there.
You won't survive me.
Hey, Rilu's back. Yay.
Prepare yourself.
Or Avu, sorry. Not a Rilu. A duh.
The Inheritor, guide my blade. Go.
Nice hit there.
This.
Solid effort all around, everybody. What we get? Extend meta magic. Ooh. Alright, well.
Let us
Nice
be
of you to fight me there. Nothing else going on in this area? Oh wow, she was gonna. Oh, that's creepy. I didn't even think about that. She was gonna put them all up on there. Oh no. And we're done. That's just like the way out. Huh. Did not expect just the way out. Gotta be something, right? Nope, no, it's literally just the way out. Huh. Alright, we have a couple locations to snag on our way back anyway, so. There's someone on the road. Who could it be?
Mysteries can wait till tomorrow.
Oh, what's up, Forn? Before you see exhausted and seated on the ground is other than Forn. He looks up at you in surprise. Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you here. It appears my luck doesn't just run out yet. May I ask for your help? You know, a sizable amount of blood pulled by his legs, belt tied around the leg, around the knee, but that doesn't appear to have stopped the bleeding. Says Forn's wound. By the looks of things, the blow hit a major artery. A lot of blood has been pulled. The Forn doesn't give up soon. He'll die. So much blood, he should have lost all strength. Collapsed by now. How odd, is he really that strong? Forn's strength has failed him at the worst possible time. He stopped in the rest in the middle of the open air, where a deadly arrow might come flying in a new direction, and anyone approaching him will likely be not quite dead. Let's help him. Halt, soldier. An elf seems to have leaped out of thin air. Her commanding shout hits you in the ears. It's a trap. Forn is the assassin of the Winter Council. Watch out, she's stronger and deadlier than she looks. Slay her before she kills us both. A trap? What are you talking about? His wound is just for show. He's unharmed and full strength. His goal is to lure you in so his cronies can attack you, but they're hiding nearby waiting for the right moment. An ambush. Who's lying to us? Her or your own eyes? Why would Forn want to kill me? He's cold-blooded assassin set by the Winter Council. The cabal of scumbags dispatches him whenever it needs an inconvenient truth covered up. As for anyone unlucky enough to learn such truths that might sully our good people's good name, well, he washes it away with their blood. Another little lie. Will you ever tire of your deceit, accursed wrench? Why did you decide to intervene? You spare me. Let's say I'm repaying my debt. Or do you think that I'm such since I'm drowned, I don't know the meaning of honor? Your deception ends here. Holy! Foreign rises to his feet. His movements make it obvious that his injured leg was nothing more than a ruse. That is a shame. If you just believe me, this would have been over more quickly and less painfully. It's unlikely that any of my switches would grant you such an easy death now. Not hiding his contempt for nods in the direction of the dark elves that appear in the shadows. For have you gone mad? I was tasked with keeping the secrets of Kalesa discovered from getting out. Knowing your reputation, I was certain that you would otherwise have unearthed them in short order. Therefore, I have no choice but to do this. No one is to blame for this. It's just the way things turned out. Who do you really serve? I serve my people and no one else. Being an elf is not just a privilege, it's an obligation that I bear with honor, no matter how heavily it might weigh on me at times. Liar, you serve a pack of unscrupulous scumbags, a clique of self-righteous schemers. In order to protect their lives, you murder the innocent, and then you hide behind the words like duty. How could you ally yourself with the drow? Are you a demon worshipper? No, I'm not going to ask that. Why did you ask for my help in your hunt, Kalesa? I would have preferred not to have involved you in the matter and put her to death myself. Then I wouldn't have had to kill you as well. But after my first clash with Kalesa, I realized I didn't have the strength. Thus, I decided to use you instead, and I provided some motivation, so that the skirmishes with the drow, so that my word would seem more plausible. I regret to have stooped to such baseness, but even more, I regret that I was unsuccessful. Can't we talk this out? Taking his head sadly, for afraid not, Commander. We can't. I'm not going to ask this, because I think that's dumb. Because, like, she's a drow. And I'm not going to be like, she's a demon worshipper. You'll pay for your deception, elf. Sorry for having to do this, believe me. I take no pleasure in carrying out this order, but circumstances are stronger than I desire. How dare you? I just got out of a big fight.
Make every strike count.
Yeah, see? That's what you get.
We won't falter.
Desna, guide my hand.
That's what you get. Oh, we all still have to see invisibility on? That's sick. That's actually sick. This ray of exhaustion is kind of terrifying. Hey, get off Kalesa! Get up in there, Seela. Nice shot.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Stop missing.
Strike with all your might.
Good job, Kalesa. Save yourself. Okay, well you missed too many times. Now Kalesa's probably gonna die. Actually, she might not be killable in this, which is nice. Jesus! Brrrt.
The light take you!
I mean, you tried. That's a zap right there.
You won't survive me.
We can do it.
Just gonna walk up and kill him one at a time.
I will resist.
Yeah, you guys aren't gonna have a good time. I'm sorry.
Into the fray!
Hey, you know what? Send another one at him. Why not? We're gonna end up resting at some point probably anyway. Oh, there's two left. I didn't even see you there. Goodbye. Alright, goodbye.
Can wait till tomorrow.
Even in the face of death, Thorn maintains a calm, melancholic expression. I knew I'd die like this, on the edge of the world, defending the threads of nobility that would weave my race into a single glorious nation. Well, at least I did not die in vain. Whose orders are you following? You think that since I'm at death's door, I reveal the secrets of my superiors? You're mistaken. I and others like me know how to make our hearts stop bleeding before any treacherous words can spill from our mouths. I'll remain loyal to the end. Are you ashamed of what you did? You wouldn't understand. You're not of my people. Rest in peace. Thorn closes his eyes, and a quiet, peaceful breath escapes his lips. His chest stops heaving, and his fingers he had wrapped around his weapon go limp. He managed to die gracefully, despite being a complete scoundrel. Can I finally get an explanation as to what just happened? Forn wasn't a dark hunter, he was just a hunter. He served the Winter Council, a powerful elven organization, and wants me dead because I've learned a very dark secret. So I sent Forn to kill me, and everyone I could potentially have told about it, meaning you, soldier. Tell me about yourself, the whole truth. I was born in Kyonan, in the blessed forest of the elves. I was different back then, pure and noble, but no matter how beautiful and fair Kyonan was, it had its share of injustice, cruelty, and crimes committed with impunity. I could never stand crimes going unpunished. I joined the Sunset Wasps, a secret sect of vigilantes dedicated to Callistria. By night, we would bring justice to those whom the law had failed to punish, liars, traitors, molesters, murderers. But the farther we went, the more our doubts grew. We asked ourselves, how reliable was the information we were getting? Could there be any more mistakes? Alas, it was too late. The whole time, we were puppets in the hands of the priest of Discari by the name of Anomura. The monster had been toying with us, using us to kill innocents. The wasp was revealed to be a locust, and we were unmasked as criminals, outcast. We were wanted and nowhere to turn. The only option was to bend the knee to Anomura, and who promised to protect us protection. I was the only one who refused, but I was captured and taken by force. Then, under Anomura's watchful eye, our apprenticeship began. We did dark, horrible things, bathing in violence and spite. Myself included, I did them too. At first I was controlled by magic, then they broke me, and the dark fate. The curse of our people took us one by one until it finally embraced me as well. When I saw the monster I had become, I muttered what remained of my will and fled. I wanted to tell everyone the truth, tell them how we were caught in the demon's trap, let the world know the dark fate. But Anomura's hunters, my former comrades that came for me, and they weren't the only ones as it turned out. Tell me more about Anomura. She's a true drow, one who was never a normal elf, and even among drow she's a dangerous monster. The deadliest of Discari's servants fear her. Her flesh nurses swarms of terrifying creatures. In her mind, I've learned the danger of guile firsthand. The Winter Council, what sort of organization is it? The Winter Council is a legend, but few doubts its existence. It's said that the clique of influential elves of Kyonan, a mysterious group that watches over the interests of elvenkind, protecting them by any means necessary. Murder, espionage, blackmail. No tool is excessive for them if the reputation and the honor of the elven nation are at stake. When I decided to tell the world the truth about the dark fate, the bane of our kind, I set my own death warrant in the eyes of the Winter Council. They don't want elves to be tarnished by their association with the noble drow. They're too scared of being held responsible for the crime of their dark cousins. It's better to hide this dangerous truth than destroy everyone who knows it. It's the dark fate. It's been assumed since time immemorial that the drow are either a degenerate branch of our kind or an abhorrent perversion, a mockery fostered by the dark gods. The truth is, the chasm between the elves and the drow is much smaller than one might think. Any elf can become a drow, absolutely anyone. Whenever an elf commits unthinkable evil, letting darkness into their heart, they may one day transform. The dark fate is a state of soul of an unrepentant malefactor who detests the light. An elf like that is no different from a drow, both in appearance and in spirit, and thus they become a drow. Such cruel irony. The elves were trying so desperately to convince everyone they had nothing to do with the drow, the most vile, horrid race in the world, and it turns out that the distance between a normal elf and a drow is but a single step. I see, so now what? I ask for one last favor of you. I have friends left in Kyonan, real friends, ones I can trust. Send a letter to Ivanara, to the leader of the Border Defenders. Recount my tragic tale so it doesn't die as the Winter Council wants it to, since I won't have a chance to speak this truth myself. Because you will have to end my life now, soldier. She looks at you calmly, wearily. There's neither threat nor fear in her word, only a plea and an acceptance of the inevitable. Maybe my mythic powers can return you to the path of light. Your curse can't be irreversible. No more. I've already been changed once. I won't let anyone do it to me again, even if you want to save me. Know that I would sooner slit my throat than allow my soul to be reshaped once more. What if you can't be saved? If there's a dark fate, could there be a light fate? Maybe good deeds could heal you. A light fate? Wouldn't that be nice? But no, no such blessing exists. The road into darkness goes only one way, and I've almost reached its end. The dark impulses in my heart have growing stronger by the day. It's getting harder and harder to remain myself, to resist the urges. I've spent all my strength. When I saw Forn dying, I almost howled in delight. I wanted to dig my nails into his face, gouge out his eyes, mangle him, and rejoice. It's not me anymore. It's the beast I've been turned into, and it will break free very soon. These are the last minutes of the old Kalessa's life. Please don't delay and spare me the fate of becoming a monster. It's the curse that's trimming you truly stronger than your passionate heart, stronger than a pure soul. Even as a drow, you retain your memory, your personality. You can still do some good and struggle against the call of evil as before. I understand why you'd want to believe that so badly. You're afraid that you might be damned too. I don't know, maybe you will ascend from the darkness, but that path is closed to me now. I'm exhausted. I can't fight it any longer. Why do you seek death? The dark fate is claiming me. I can feel the malevolence and the hatred in my heart growing fiercer with each day that passes. The memories of the crimes I was forced to commit are clouding the world before me. I refuse to tread this path any longer. To turn into a monster, if you have the mercy, I please beg you, kill me and end my torment. She's right. She's in pain. I can see it in her eyes. The pain can't be healed, so it'll be a mercy. Let her go. If Ember even says it, I'm sorry. Goodbye, soldier. Jesus. Sit him down, son. Loot. Holy freaking. Holy loots. So much loot.
Fatigued. We should rest soon.
My god. Cloak of resistance +2. I'm sure everybody at least has a cloak of resistance +2. If they're using a Cloak of Resistance, that is. Yep. Yep, they do. And we got a Mighty Constitution +4. Upgrades yours, there you go. Rings of Protection, Mithril Chain Shirt. Second Chance. Other armors +2. We got a lot of freaking composite longbow +3. I want to keep it around, so I'm not going to sell it. Actually, where did it go? And I'll keep it equipped right there, so we don't sell it. Oh, more loot. All right. Are we outie? We're outie. I'm just going to go check out this place down here, I think, and then we're going to teleport back since we're encumbered. Oh, this is actually a place. What this place? What this place? Hello?
Let's move.
Near a very large area. Very large open area. I'm assuming there's going to be like a cave. Wait, I thought I've been here before. Have I not? Have I really not been here before? I swear I've been here before.
Follow me.
I swear I've been here before. This seems suspicious.
March on.
Maybe it's just like a Maybe it's just like a redone layout. Could be, I guess.
Onwards.
Oh, more loot. Thanks. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like a cave with one of those puzzles in it. Or not. No, it definitely is gonna be. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. Hello, cave of puzzles. I have nothing to put down in you. I still need to check my shared stash and see if they're in there.
Let's move.
Alright, well, let's head out. Let's head out. Teleport back home. Why are you so slow, Gregor?
The struggles never cease.
No? You're still shaking, huh? Maybe it'll go away.
You're a good person. I like you.
Didn't work. Alright, well. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to figure it out. Now, let's go ahead and teleport to Dresden. Because that's nice. We don't want to locate the Midnight Fane yet. I'm betting that's like the end of the thing. Seal wants to talk. Hiding the truth about Kaelessa? No. No, last wish is that her friends and Kiona learn the story. Creator came across the nose of Xanther Vang. The experiments they describe are horrible, inhuman, and intriguing. Xanther used subject to himself. The Commander can repeat the experiments, but at a very high cost. He'll have to expose numerous mortals to painful... No. No, never. Not gonna happen. Alright, let's head into Dresden. And not look for this place yet, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, that would it's probably one of the end goals of the chapter. So we're gonna save that one. Oh, good stretch, big stretch. Oh, there we go. Be jealous of my stretches. They're so nice. They're the nicest of stretches. All right, Sela, what you want? What you want? Baby, I got... The resonant voice of the majestic angel rings out through the hushed streets of Dresden. You hear his words from afar. They concealed it right under our noses without Xanther's notes, that incarnation of corruption. Even I will not be able to locate the barrier. Surely the herald of the Inheritor can rid us of the scourge. It is impossible, righteous one. I cannot do it alone. But wait, I hear the steps of one who brings hope. I am the hand of the Inheritor, herald of Iomade, the Lightbringer. I greet you, champion of Glorian. Please arise. Such displays are unnecessary. Forgive me if I embarrassed you. I see no shame in paying rightful homage to a hero such as yourself. Please allow me to thank you for saving Targona the Silver-Haired. We thought we'd never see our sister alive again. What brings Iomade's herald here? Your deeds and exploits, champion. You brought hope to these accursed lands. Hope that the demon invasion will finally be stopped once and for all. And I'm here to aid you and my goddess's chosen one. What did you discuss with Erebeth? This. The Ivory Sanctum held a dark secret. Directly beneath Dresden, in the bowels of the earth, there lies one more bastion of the demons, the Midnight Fane. It is the repository of a mighty rift, through which the spawn of the Abyss traveled to Golarion. The entrance to this place is right in front of us, blocked by a barrier that is accessible only to demons. So this is where Minago fled to, and where all the demons in the city just kept coming from. They can pass through the barrier freely, but we can't, and it doesn't just stop us, it injures us too. It's much worse than that. The barrier is imbued with enormous power. An attempt to break through will trigger a magical explosion. I can protect you in the city from it, but even my powers will be insufficient to hold back chaos and open the way. This is what disturbs me most. We cannot allow the demons to rebuild their armies and plan their next attack right below the sacred art of the crusade. Xanther Vang told me about the demonic barrier. I encountered similar barriers in a really vicious laboratory. I have a key that can break through the barrier. I'll have to just protect you from the blast. I'm impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open the passage and protect the city, and then we shall burn the Midnight Fane with the cleansing fire of righteousness. First, we gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach the dark bastion of the Abyss. The Queen will heed my call and arrive quickly. Within a month, you must use this time to prepare to attack the Fane. We need to go now. Call the whole court and all the free crusaders and just go as soon as they assemble. You can't just sit here waiting for the Queen's good weather and all the rest of it. By the time you move, the demons will have learned of our plans. They'll be waiting to devour half the world. Answer a few of my questions before I leave. What do you think of the Sword of Valor? It has changed in the effects of my power. Okay. We were talking. Do not fret, champion. The great relic given to the world by my lady Omade will continue to serve you just as it served all the people before it. Sword of Valor has not lost its protected property. It has merely changed its design. Some might call it blasphemous, but not I. The power that changed the banner's design was given to you by Omade herself. It seems that I caused the Sword of Valor to change. Blood from the wound of my chest fell into the banner, and this means the mysterious wound is the mark of valor given to you by the mistress, setting you apart from all the rest, champion. Sure, this wound is a gift from Iomade. No, I could be mistaken, unable to perceive the full truth. The Inheritor's thoughts are hidden from me, but I am her hand. I do not test her will with my doubts, nor crave answers with my questions. I simply trust and serve. But I know that if your body has been harmed by malevolent fiends, my goddess would have extended her mercy to you and healed you. Why did the goddess bestow this wound on me? Because of this world of yours, champion, is bleeding. My lady chosen one carries a crimson mark as a sign of the great suffering borne by mortal kind. The scarlet drops on your breast. They are the blood of the martyrs and all the innocents. That is how I see it. Can you heal me? Defy my lady's will. It pains me, but I must refuse you, champion. If you are suffering from this affliction, it must be part of the Inheritor's design. The pain serves to remind you of the path you must take. I've heard you. Do not allow your doubt and fear to enter your heart. My lady will not abandon us. Tell me about yourself and your goddess. I'll gladly answer any questions. What it's like being the herald of a deity? It's a great honor and a great responsibility. The herald is not always the strongest among a deity's servants, but the herald is the one who embodies the key principles of their faith. This means that I am bound to uphold the highest ideals of Iomade: righteous valor, justice, and honor. This is the tall order, even for an angel, but I cannot falter in my duty even the slightest. Therein lies my service to the goddess and the thousands of faithful followers. What does a herald usually do? I serve as a hand and the voice of the goddess, by carrying out her will and delivering her message. When her radiance has no tasks for me, I am occupied by the same duties as the warriors of heaven. I keep unfailing watch over my goddess's domain. I escort the souls of the faithful to Pharasma's court, and then on to their waiting afterlife. I also watch over the goddess's chosen, and when the opportunity arises, I descend into hell to engage in honest combat with the devils that allows me to study their tactics. What is Iomedae like? No doubt you're over to hear a tale of her untold divine might and the awe she elicits in those around her. Yes, that is true of the Inheritor, but it is also true that she seems much closer and understandable to you than to others, such as myself. For example, Iomedae was born an ordinary person in the cursed lands of Cheliax and traveled a long road before she became the righteous queen of heaven. She's never forgotten who she was. I am older than my lady goddess, much older, and I still bow before her foresight and wisdom. We immortals who spend so much of our time on the outer plane can sometimes struggle to comprehend the pain, fear, and joy that mortals feel, but not Iomedae. She is as human as she is divine. Why is heaven so studying the Crusaders? She could have destroyed the world long ago. You cannot imagine how your question fills me with sorrow. My greatest desire since the day the world would open was to come here at the head of the light-bringing army and drive out the legions of darkness, to harry them until they were cowering in the farthest corners of the abyss. But alas, we, the first servants of the gods, are greatly restricted in what we can do. Crusades are the mortals' battles for their own world. If I bring in angelic forces here, it becomes a war between heaven and the abyss. Waves of power, magic considering everything within sight, armies of celestials and demons fighting in every corner of this world. The consequences would be horrific. Remember, everything you've seen up until now has been the work of only 3 demon lords, Discaria and Baphomet, who are supported by Nocticula and the Mistress of Guile. But in the abyss there are dozens of creatures with similar power. They are disunited and despise one another almost as much as they despise all that is light and righteous. But be sure that they will not miss a chance to sink their teeth into heaven's throat. If all the demon lords marched into Galarian, it would be stuff of nightmares, and it cannot be allowed to become a reality. If you can't interfere in the course of the crusade, why are you helping me? There's permissible interference, and there's crossing the line. I was permitted to create the ward stones and give them to crusaders to offer my advice, and from time to time even appear on the battlefield myself to accompany several allies. This does not stray beyond the bounds of the mortal's war. I could have been summoned with equal success by a faithful cleric, but the appearance here of heaven's multitudinous host in full force is another matter entirely. Alas, for now I can only offer you this, my presence and a small troop of my loyal soldiers. Thank you for your answers. I want to talk about your angels. How are angels made? Like other supernatural beings, where most, though not always, are born from the souls of mortals, you must be aware of the grand laws governing the cycle of birth and death. After Pharasma's court, each mortal soul receives their merited afterlife, hell and the abyss, heaven and Elysium. Each soul goes to the plane that they call to them in life. But when they arrive at their destination, a different fate awaits each soul. Where evil reigns supreme, souls typically become commodities or prey, and are scant few are reborn as wicked fiends in the planes of good. Souls are destined for peaceful rest or great deeds in a new guise, such is the lot of the angels. We are born from the souls of noble mortals, one soul or several. It can vary. Sometimes the gods can also create angels out of the existence of their plane. This essence also contains fragments of good souls. What is the difference between angels and mortals? That is a question for sages and philosophers to debate. I am just a simple warrior. Although many supernatural beings are born from the souls of mortals, we are not mortals. We are cut from a cloth of the plane that we originate. We are an idea made flesh. Many things mortals care deeply about mean nothing to us, such as time, for instance, or gender. Only a few of the kind see themselves as male or female. For the majority of angels, these words are meaningless. We can communicate with any creature without learning their language. We do not freeze in even the most terrible frost. We are different, but we never look down on mortals because of that. We will never ever stop praying for you or protecting you. Dying angel appeared before me in the dungeon's Canavras. He had his flaming sword in the rubble there. I can guess who it was, Lario, my long-lost comrade and friend. He disappeared without a trace back in those dark days when the world would open its jaws for the second time and swallowed up new lands. I mourn him as bitterly today as I did back then, but I also rejoice that he was able to call to us, to you, across the expanse of time. We lose old allies and gain new ones, and we will not surrender no matter how great the losses, no matter how deadly the enemy. Tell about the angel Targona when I rescued from Aurelia's laboratory. Targona, my brave sister in arms, has returned to the halls of heaven now. Her imprisonment was a heavy burden for her. The corrupted wing that the witch Aurelia rewarded her with is poisoning Targona's days with fear and worry. But she is being cared for by the finest healers in heaven. I have faith and hope that we will be able to heal her. In Canavras, I touched the wardstone and I saw the angels trapped inside. It was a heavy decision for all of us. My mistress sent out a call to take a stand against the demons, and many angels of heaven answered it. We chose the noblest and bravest from among us, those who volunteered to sacrifice their freedom for the sake of Galarian, and we locked their souls inside the wardstone. They were fated to stand guard there inside the cold depths of the stone, putting their unbending will against creeping demonic corruption. But alas, the goddess and I failed to account for the weakness that lurks even in the best of us. Time has not been kind to my brothers and sisters. Despair has taken root in their souls, forcing them to act against their goddess and calling. Thank you for being brave enough to put an end to their vigil. I pray that the gods of light help my brothers and sisters wherever they may be now. Do not condemn them. I do not know if I could have withstood the demonic corruption if I had been in their place. Thank you. I found everything I wanted to know. Can you tell me anything about my power? I'm afraid not. Even I am not privy to the workings of my radiant mistress. I believe that she has chosen you, and I know she watches over her chosen ones most attentively. She does not lead mortals by the hand, but allows them to prove themselves, prove that they are worthy of their divine mercy. I am amazed by the form the divine gift has taken with you, but I am often surprised by mortals. What matters most is that you are leading the Crusaders to victory on righting Galarian of the Worldwound once and for all. Ridding. While Iomade was still mortal and underwent the test of the Starstone and gained her godhood, it may be while experiencing a similar trial at the end of which you'll gain true righteousness and power. I have to go. Farewell. Iomade's lights be with you. Oh man, this man talk a lot. Look, the golden man will turn to stone if he doesn't move. We need to break this barrier quickly. Call up all the court and attack the demons, otherwise they'll find a... sorry, Avu. We're gonna have to... We're gonna be chilling, girl. Gonna have to chill, Avu. Sorry. We have things to be doing. Alright, Sela. I hear you want to talk, although I'm kind of dying from talking, but that's okay. Sela seems to be in good mood. She smiles at you and scratches the back of her head as if suddenly realizing something. I probably shouldn't have come to you officially, like to an audience, but this is the only way to catch you these days. I wanted to ask, would you like to go shopping with me? It's probably not right to distract the Knight Commander with such trifles, but I thought I should drag you out for a walk. We haven't enjoyed a moment's peace since we met. We've either been saving Canabras or marching Dresden. Besides, the Depths need advice. To buy a present, I know nothing of fancy jewelry. Who are you buying the present for? For Ellen and his bride. After that story at the camp, when Curl stole the ring from us and some of the demons, Ellen and I both overreacted and said some things we shouldn't have said. He apologized to me, but I haven't really apologized to him. I want to buy him a ring to replace the one that was stolen, and there's a new jewelry shop in Dresden sold by Sunhammer. The same jeweler who made the first ring. Great idea. I'd love to stretch my legs for a bit. Great, I'll meet you at the jewelry shop. Sounds good, boss. Alright. Let's head out, shall we? The Outcast. Yeah, we still need to do that. Dragon's Fate. Still don't know how to do that. Mine, learn the identity. Dusk of Dragons. Finds Anidra. Maybe. Cusp of the Abyss. Above the Clouds. Gotta go back to there. Crescent of the Abyss. Borrow Dreams. We gotta talk to Sierra, Phi, Horgus, Nura, Hiller, Arizno, Storyteller, and One-Eyed Devil. Lots of people to talk to. Let's go to the Half Measure Tavern first. Let's go here first. We got a lot of people to talk to. I don't know how many of them we're going to get through this episode, but we will get through as many of them as we can. What you dream about? Well-being, prosperity, and dwarven whiskey. I once had a taste of the stuff that distill under the mountains. Since then I've dreamed of getting a still like the ones they use, but they're secretive and they don't share their inventions of fitting.
March on.
Anybody else I need to talk to? I don't think Gravor was one of them. Oh. I want to know more about you. I didn't know I haven't talked to you yet. I know that you're asking, how did someone like me end up in these lands? A warrior without kith or kin, a godly blessing, or crusader's mantle? Many of them ask the same thing. Tell me about your past. I was born in Daggermark, the city of thieves, murderers, and poisoners. I soldiered for a while, served in the infantry under jailer Klovesh. Didn't take long to realize there's two types of Daggermark soldiers. There's the dumb thugs who need to be bossed around, and there's the venturous lads who use the title to do murder and extortion for hire. You can guess which ones I fell into. I knew the rules of the game, and the wealthy often called on me to solve their problems or to get a leg up in the competition. Then I got into a quarrel with an officer, and I left the service and became an independent contractor. Turns out, outside Daggermark, there's a lot fewer specialists who can fit my profile. A proper assassin can get paid pretty well. The job took me all over Aveston before I came here. Good for you, leaving the army. Soldiers are the same as assassins, only other politicians don't get paid. You had your reasons. Usually when people tell me I've got no honor because I chose the career of an assassin over serving the army. I'm glad you're not like that. Do you have a family? When people don't trade with assassins, the family I'm from are honest merchants and loyal worshippers of Torag. By now they must think I'm dead. They'd be appalled if they found out how things really stood. As for my other family, I got one of those too. On my travels, I met a woman fair and kind. For her, I laid down my weapon. I got a house, became a simple city dweller. We had a daughter. We lived like that for a year and a half before the road called me back. I loved her. That life, it was like I was being buried alive. I was ready to kill myself just to end the torturous meaninglessness. Only on the road could cure me of those thoughts. But for some reason I kept going back to that house I once lived in, to the woman I once loved, to the daughter I don't even really know and who doesn't know me. I watch from afar. I don't have the right to return to their lives. More on my daughter, I don't know what she is to me. The biggest mistake of my life or the greatest mark I'll leave on the world. I feel sorry for you. Sometimes you have to pay for the love with suffering or regret. At least you understand. What brought you to the Worldwound? There are lots of good jobs here, and not many competitors, a lot of dangerous demons, and every one of them has gobbled up someone's son, wife, or best friend. Who do they come to for vengeance? To the Crusaders? They bound up by the orders, and they lack the necessary skills. People who hire me don't wait Want to wait until the crusade ends, if it ever will. That's where I come in, ready to deliver targeted vengeance. Today for a generous fee. What's your opinion on the crusade? I'd lie if I said I see much difference between me and crusaders. Times now aren't like they were during the first crusade. Nowadays, the rank of crusaders is filled with fugitives, opportunists, exiled nobles, fortune hunters, and lads who just plain love carnage. All of them should be thank the gods the world was still open, otherwise they'd be busy with robbery and murder. And when they met me in the streets, they'd not only be wearing noble scowls, but taking their hats off and addressing me as sir. Don't you dare compare crusaders to criminals. They're fighting against a demon invasion. Yes, against demons. What are they fighting for? What's in their heads? Maybe they just like chopping up monsters. Don't fool yourself. Crusaders aren't all saints just because they like carnage and the thrill of the fight. Satisfy my curiosity. What's your craft? Like any master's craft, I can talk for hours about the subtleties of my craft, my trade, and my finest works. Or would you prefer to test me yourself? What's the important thing in an assassin's work? First rule of an assassin, bring the head back with you. Seriously though, tactics and equipment are what matters. The winner isn't the strongest, but the one who strikes first, so long as that's also the last. When I get a job, I don't rush into things. Let the victim know they're being hunted, let them reinforce their guard, trust no one, and fall into paranoia. And only when the victim is exhausted at the end of their tether do I come in to wish them sweet dreams. Might sound funny, but believe me, no one's laughing in that room. Are you hunted by remorse? Not at all. I met a lot of good people, but many of them had a generous price on their heads. Everyone had a thorn in someone else's side. For some reason, folks imagine good lads have fair right to ruin the lives of bad ones and not the other way around. But it's only the morals of the majority that determines who's good and who's a villain, and those morals shift every day. I've been to too many different places, talked to too many different people, and morals are shifted everywhere. Some people just have to die, I agree. Sooner or later, sooner the better. I'm sure you've killed a lot more scumbags than good people. Killing good people doesn't tend to pay very well. It's the dangerous, twisted, bloody sons of bitches who fetch the highest bounty. That's my specialty. I value your reputation a great deal. Of course, in my line of work, reputation is everything. It keeps away the random fools who are looking for a fight, and the right people know I can be trusted. Anyone who's no care for the reputation is no better than a frog-eating kobold. There's no doing business with these hacks. The best you can do for them is a job and kill them afterwards, whereas I, a professional with a name, demand respect from a client. Tell me about your best murder. The most difficult one was a professor at the Clockwork Cathedral in Absalom. The very existence of the wizard mechanic was a secret, and almost nobody knew his face or his name. Hunting him down was like a symphony of violence and hard tactics. I had to sneak through the secret underground palace and looked like a wind-up dollhouse put together for a psychopath. No rational mind could have invented such intricate traps, and these were mechanical cutlass spiders everywhere. They nearly took 2 fingers and an ear. The professor was a dangerous bloke. Day and night he wore a deadly mechanism as a sort of armor, which made him look like an 8-legged steam-spewing winged monster, but I came prepared. A tomb raider from Assyrian taught me how to avoid traps, and I opened up his armor suit with a lick-toed goblin sword. It's not even a sword, more like a giant can opener. They used it to pull fallen knights from their armor to devour later. But I digress. I tore open his armor and saw his true form. Don't ask me what it was, I'll just say it was very unexpected. The mechanic went berserk and attacked me with incredible force. He was too much for me and I had to flee. The fool thought he'd won until he realized I'd reassembled all his traps into a giant death machine. 2 minutes after I escaped, his palace turned into a cloud of dust. Without his immaculate armor, my mark was sent on his merry way to, well, I suppose he's on a plane for broken golems and music boxes. Do you worship any of the gods? My family's way to worship Torag, but he's not my god. Many craftsmen venerate Torag, and I consider my work a crap. But Torag's priests all say that he abhors murder. Either way, I name another god as my patron. Norgorber, the god of dark and unlawful actions. He and I, we have an understanding. Norgorber Blackfingers is my patron. Unlike many of the other gods, he himself was once immortal, which makes him honest. His teachings are built upon the grim truths of the streets that raised me. Norgorber will not try to fool you. He'll never demand that you achieve perfection. After all, everyone knows that he is not perfect himself. Countless psychopaths and other scum worship him too. Butchers who've conducted mass murders call him Father Skinsaw. Boneheaded street vermin thank the Great Master for a bunch of coin they managed to wrest from a passerby. And of course, the most despicable of them all, those who praise Norgorber as the Reaper of Reputation, those discussing rotten rats, politicians. What do you think of your powers? A nice bonus. My career is in for an upturn. Who knows, maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job, a deity or a demon lord or something of that sort. Do you like working for me? Yes, I like you, Commander. You don't keep me from doing what I do. You don't try to preach at me, and you act with precision and competence. I respect that. I want to know more about your last client. He said he remained anonymous, but I suspect his name was Willidus. I'd already struck off a few lesser demons for him, and later in Canavras a stronger one in the Battle of Dresden. The client insisted I kill the demon with the dagger he gave me and tell the wretch that Willidus said hello. According to my client, one stab would be enough. But it turned out differently. The demon survived to stain on my reputation. I don't know why he got it wrong. Simple incompetence, or did he set me up to fail? Either way, I'd love to have another chat with this Willidus. We can stop there. Oh my goodness! I talked a lot in the last part of this freaking thing. I don't think there's anyone else in here that I need to talk to for Arushale. So I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Let's sell some stuff before I dip, since we can do that. Sell all those. Thank you. Definitely. Yeah, sell the evil thing. Yeah, get rid of it, it's fine. There's probably a lot in here that I want to sell. I just don't know what it all... I mean, I guess we can sell those. Probably can sell those, probably can sell those, probably can sell those. Alright, the doubles have been sold. That's good for me for now. Alright, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. If you want to see more, check out this video down here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!